with all the excitement, I forgot that half my gear's up there in another peg. So yeah, best go and get that. It's a great feeling to be out. I think I mentioned earlier that the place has been flooded for quite a few weeks, about 5 or 6 weeks, I think, ish, anyway. So yeah, it's just good to be out, and although there's mud everywhere, it's not such a problem because I've got these horrible Ski-Tex boots on. Well, when I say horrible, they're not horrible, they're just uncomfortable to walk in. They're great once you're in your spot and you sat down. Oh, there's my stuff, and you sat down, they're fine, but they're just a bit clunky around your ankles. Right, let's get this stuff and get round to the other swim. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to get the bait boat out and I'm going to find the fish, and if I can, I'm going to be absolutely over the moon, and hopefully we can share some good footage. Get that on. Right, this is where the magic is. Let's get the sonar on. Oh, it's in reverse. Right, just leave it there a sec. See if we can get this deeper hooked up. See where we're at. What I do with this, I always turn the mobile data off. That always seems to help connecting up these deepers. Right, Wi-Fi on. Go. Looks like it's connected already. Brilliant. Right, let's see where the app is. And let's get looking for some fish. It's low on power, that is. That needs charging. That's not a good start, but should do us for half an hour or so. Let's get it out. So 6 feet in depth there, and let's see how much weed's on the bottom. That's going to be interesting. The weeds drop right off. Now, usually where I am now, about 15-20 yards out, there'd be a load of weed. Just seen a fish there on the bottom. Let's take it nice and steady with this. You can see weed now. Look at that depth there. 10 feet. Goes a hell of a lot deeper than that. Right, I'm going to go over to that island, because that's what fills me with most optimism, and I'm just dead curious as to whether they're still there at this time of year like they are in the warmer months. So time will tell. Well, that's nice. I'm about 3 yards off that island, and there's no weed there at the moment, which is well, it's a massive surprise, because there's always a shed load over there. So that's nice. Just gotta find the fish now. Tell you what, I'm even close to that island now, and it's shallowing up really quickly, and I've just gone over a load of weed, spoke too soon. Keep going, and there's fish there, quite a few fish just under the surface on top of the weed, so that's zig territory. See if I can find some on the wow, look at all those fish there, right up close to that island. There's a bigger one there, look, mid-water. I decided to fish a couple of yards to the right of the shoal of fish, as the bottom was cleaner, and although there were only 2 fish present, they were both on the bottom, whereas the biggest shoal were all 2 to 4 feet higher up in the water. Let's get these sticks in. Right, where are we going? Right, go down in the mud here. Make it nice and easy to get in. He says. Right, what I've got to show you is this. I've got a problem. I want to send a solid bag out over there, but look, water gets into this hopper. Now long term, what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise that hopper with something, even if I have to put like a, I don't know, a little column in there just to raise it slightly. I'll do that, but for today I'm going to have to think of something. Maybe I can put some twigs in there or something like that. I bet you lot are laughing now. I bet you've got a simple solution, but I can't think of one at the moment. So I think I might possibly go with the twigs. Let's have a look. I think a few more of those thicker ones will do the job. Some of these. Tell you what, it'll work out as a good marker as well. There you go. That should do it, shouldn't it? If you can think of another idea, will you let me know? Because this is hilarious. Let's go in with the bag. Sit that on there for now. I hope this works. Put that in there. It should be okay, shouldn't it? Or am I missing something? Am I overlooking a potential problem here? Right, let's give it a go. We'll soon see, won't we? Pop it in the water and have a look. Let's get that in the water. And see where the water sits. So far so good. The water is around. It's a good ½ an inch below the bag, so that's good going. Right, let's get sorted. Massive cheat. but I'm really not bothered. Desperate times, desperate measures and all that. Right, let's have a look here what we're doing here. There we go. Let's send it over. Hopefully, if we take it nice and slow, I'll be able to keep that solid bag intact. Right, so we're about 20 yards at the moment. In 11 feet of water. It's going to be funny when I get over there. We're going to have a load of twigs floating on the top, but eco-friendly and all that's not a problem. Be a good marker as well, won't it, for a few seconds till they all drift off. Okay, we're about 35-40 yards now. Right. Go to the right touch. Right, about 70, yeah, 65, 70 yards, something like that now. Right, it's just slow the boat down. It was halfway down that branch. Slow the boat down. There we go. Just looking for a clear bottom. And that is the spot. Let's drop the bag. Right, let's tighten up the lines. Get that line nice and tight, because we're fishing at about 80-85 yards there. Right, let's get the other rod sorted. Solid bag again. Right guys, change of plan. Go with a stiff hinged rig. Just gut instinct is telling me to go with this. As you all know, it's foolproof in the fact that it kicks out every time, and I'm just thinking if there was a problem with those twigs and that used in the bait boat with a solid bag, then this will have no problems at all. So let's find the fish again and drop it on there. Obviously there's no guarantee I'm going to catch, even if I do drop it amongst fish, but at least I'm giving myself a good old chance. Okay, so put this rubber boot on really lightly, right on the edge of there, because I want that to come off really easily, because there is some weed between the rod tip and the rig. So yeah, lick that, put it on nice and loose. Hinge stiff rig, and let me just show you. Come with that. Little Codex off-white pop-up. Hopefully that will do the business. Let's get it out. Let's try this down the edge. Perfecto. Just dropped some maggots in there. They're a little bit damp, so some of them might crawl up the side, but most of those will be dropping in the water. So let's get this out. Come into the island a touch more. I'm just gonna hold the boat there for for a minute or so. And that just keeps scanning, because that's where the fish were about 3/4 of an hour or so ago. I'll go a little bit further, another yard or two. There we go. Oh yeah, the fish are there all right, amongst the weed. They're on a ledge. Look at that little ledge there. But they're on the bottom, so guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop it there on the edge of that weed. So, hit that. Right, let me... There we go, that's just touched the bottom. Just seen my line go. Right, let's tighten that up. Right. That's fairly tight. But I think I can go a little bit more, you know. Yeah. Right. Absolutely starving. I think it's time to put the old bacon on. Let's have a look. I know that it's going to fall off there if I'm not careful. Oh. Hang the kettle on that. That should do it. That'll do it. Right. Get this bacon on the go. Oh, look at that. Just hope I've remembered my hand sanitizer. Oh, the missus has put me an egg in as well. Ah, she's golden. She's a good one. She's a good egg. Right. Whoa. Oh my word. Oh, that's nice. Let's get this out. I've used all the maggots in this drop, or I will be. They're in there, so yeah, left rod. Let's get it out. Okay, so it's 10 to 1. You've just seen me refresh my left rod. I'm leaving my right rod, which was my solid bag line, because I've just been over that one with the sonar and the fish are still there. There was 5 fish, 3 were up in the water, about 2.5 feet off the bottom, and the other fish were on the bottom right near my rig. So I'm going to leave that one. My left rod, I've just dropped that amongst 4 fish. All 4 were near the bottom, so fingers crossed I'll have something. So what we got then, got about 3 hours of light ish, but you know what, if I'm feeling it, I'm gonna stop for a few hours into darkness. I've got my torch, I've got another meal, I've got enough coffee, enough water for 2 coffees, can of Coke. So yeah, it's Saturday, no work tomorrow, so yeah, I'll probably do a few hours and see how it goes. Nothing really to report other than the fact that still got the place to myself. I can't believe it. It's very strange. I thought there'd be at least another 2, maybe 3 here. Yeah, guys. So, it's 2:15, so I've got just under 2 hours of light left, and now I'm just wondering whether I should slacken my lines off just a touch. I suppose it's a fine balancing act, isn't it, when you're fishing at distance, particularly in the winter when the fish don't move that much. Then I'm just thinking, I don't like line up in the water, but I still want the sensitivity, so I suppose I could just slacken them off a touch, so that last sort of, I don't know, foot or so is just on the deck a little bit more. So I think I might do that in a bit, because to be honest, I'm surprised I haven't had a touch or something. You know, if I was just casting out blind, then I wouldn't be surprised at all at this time of year if I hadn't had a touch or a run or absolutely any indication whatsoever. But because we dropped both rigs amongst the fish, I'm really surprised. I expected, I don't know, if I'm being completely honest, I expected a fish. Absolute minimum, I expected a liner or something. Just, you know, a little bit of encouragement. But not to worry, I'll keep plugging away, and I think I'm still going to go into dark, but don't really want to put the shelter up now, because I've been sitting out without it for, well, since about 8 o'clock this morning, wasn't it? 8:30, something like that. Then I just don't see the point in putting it up now. So I'll go into dark, and if I start getting wet because of the dew and everything else, then I'll just have to pack up. But I'm intrigued to see what'll happen once we get into dark, because generally that's when the fish start to come out of here. I'm not sure about this time of the year, but through the spring and summer, as soon as it goes dark, the fish tend to start feeding. Well guys, I don't know what to do now, because it looks really angry, as in there's cloud cover everywhere. It looks like it's going to absolutely chuck down. I've just looked on my forecast, and the probability of rain is 10%, but don't feel like that. So let me have a look at the time. I think it's around 4:15. This is 4:15, 15:46. So I've got about half an hour or so of light left, but I don't know what to do. I might give it another 10 or 15 minutes and then start to pack up. Last thing I want to do is get all my recording equipment wet. Just goes to show, doesn't it? You know, I said I wasn't going to put the shelter up, but maybe I should have done. Oh well, we'll see how it goes. Oh, visitor. Well, there's two of us on here now. Well, as you can see, it's now dark. Just see what time it is. I've got a feeling it's around 5 o'clock. 20 to 5. So, yeah, still here. Still sticking it out. There's not really a lot to report. The rods are as they were. Still cloudy, but the clouds aren't as dark as they were an hour or so ago, so they don't look as angry, so I'm not really concerned it's going to chuck down. And you know what, if it does, it does. It's just the way it is. I'm just desperate to have a fish, I really am. And if I go home now, or pack up now, I only regret it when I get home. So probably give it till about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Right, well, that's it. It's 12 minutes past 8, and I'm going to pull the rods in and make my way home. And it just goes to show, doesn't it? You know, you use a sonar, you get amongst the fish, and if they don't want it, then there's nothing you can do, is there? It's just the way it is. So anyway, sorry for having to put you through yet another fishless vlog, but it's carping. Cheers for watching, guys. Catch you soon.